Hi, my name is Ines Brcic and I'm the Director of Melbourne Law Studio. One of our key practice areas is family law. Now, even if you are in really good terms with your ex-partner or you're amicable, that does not mean that you're going to get through the family law separation process stress-free. Unfortunately, that's just not the nature of family law, and family law is very much its own beast. One of the things that we try and do at Melbourne Law Studio is set realistic expectations from the beginning. So we take a human approach to your human problem, which is the breakdown of your marriage or the separation of your family. These are really traumatic and trying times for you. So the last thing that you need is a lawyer just being a lawyer and not really being alive to all the different problems and all the different emotions that you're going through. What we want to do at the outset is get to know you and your family circumstances. We know that you're going through a lot. We know that you're preoccupied with what's going to happen to your home, what's going to happen to the kids, and what's the next 5 or 10 years of your life going to look like. You've just decided that the person you are going to spend the rest of your life with, you're not going to be together anymore, and now you have to figure out where to from here. This is where we can help you. What we want to do is take away the burden of understanding the legal system and understanding the processes that are really subjective, sometimes really complex, and just a lot. We want to take that pressure off you so that you can worry about the kids, that you can worry about yourself and your future, and just to ease up that process a little bit. You may feel like your partner has just decided to call it quits out of nowhere. It's not uncommon, and it's not uncommon for people to keep their intentions about a separation a secret. So what you're left with when you come home is an empty house or a house full of things but no partner inside. You'd be surprised how often one partner can't face the other to tell them that they want a divorce. It doesn't matter which circumstance has brought you to us. You can rest assured that we're going to do everything we can to figure it out together. You are not alone in this. If you let us take the reins on the legal side of things, you can go away and just take care of yourself and take care of your family and figure out what it is that you need to do to get back on your feet. A common misconception is that, separation is a battleground. It may very well be, but that doesn't necessarily have to be your situation. What we want to do is help you figure it out. What we want to do is encourage a collaborative approach. What that means is that the first letter that we send to the other side, or the first time that we reach out to your ex-partner, it doesn't mean that we go all guns blazing. We write a letter and we say, hi, there's a separation going on. We act for this party. Here are the steps that we think the parties need to engage in to try and get to a resolution as quickly as possible. We really do want you and your ex-partner, whether you're amicable or not, whether you're in speaking terms or not, to come to a resolution. There's nothing worse than wasting time, money, and a lot of stress on legal fees and on court procedures and on litigation when the parties can come to a resolution just with a little bit of help from their lawyers. So family law is really its own umbrella, and what we have within that scope of work is property, children, and the actual divorce application by itself. So each one of these categories is really unique and has its own processes and procedures that we're able to give you advice on. It does seem really overwhelming when you try and do it yourself. It doesn't mean that you can't and that you're incompetent, of course not. If you have the time and the resources and you have the mental stamina to try and do that on your own, then good for you. What you can do is give us a call and ask us, hey, am I on the right track? Am I doing this the right way? What do you think about my circumstances? Our advice is not just limited to, can we onboard this client or not? It's not about us. It's about you and your family and what's right for you in the circumstances. If you decide that you need some help with property, or you need help putting together a parenting plan, communicating with your ex-partner about the kids, but the two of you are in agreement that you should both get divorced and you want to do that joint divorce application, then what we'll do is we'll take on what you can't manage on your own and we'll take care of that. And then what we'll do is we'll give you some pointers and we'll give you support to take care of the topic that you've decided you can handle. Whether we like it or not, unfortunately, some family law matters will just get to a point where we cannot resolve it. What that means is that we will continue to encourage mediation in the background always, because there's nothing better than two people having control of their own future or their own destiny, to sound cliche. The last thing that you want is for a court or a third party, an independent third party that doesn't really know you, to make decisions about your property and your children. So we always encourage mediation and early resolution every step of the way. If it gets to a point where we are going to litigate, and litigate means you've got lawyers, they've got lawyers, we're exchanging paperwork and a court date is set. If that happens, please know that we will always do what's in your best interests. We will brief the best barristers and we will hold your hand if that's what you need every step of the way until a judge makes that decision. If you're watching this video right now, it probably means that you should pick up the phone and call us so that we can have a chat about your family law matter.